What's up, yo? PK the Poet. Poet stands for Pieces of Everlasting Thoughts. That's what I'm about. My mom's a writer and my pops is a writer, naturally, so I guess growing up writing, I just kind of went towards it. So life experiences is what fuels my artistry. I feel like being an artist is like, well, to me, it means to be able to speak without speaking. You know what I mean? Like to do more and like express yourself in like different type of ways, you know what I mean, that you consider to be your way of saying something. You know what I mean? Like people dance, that's like mad artistic. People make art sculptures out of trash, you know what I'm saying? Some shit that people just throw away. And you know what I'm saying, they're saying something with trash, you know what I mean? So that's what I feel like it means to me, is to be able to release and say anything without having it in a different way. Society basically just represents a group people. It has to be a group of people, of course, because society just who have reached an enlightened state mentally, physically, and spiritually, you know. So just understanding that there is more, you know what I'm saying, being able to think outside the box. Typically those people are like classified as like indigos or like rebels, or you know what I'm saying, or just, you know what I'm saying, just people that don't conform, you know what I mean? But it's just really people who've like studied, you know what I'm saying, into their just becoming better. Just not, and not necessarily better like saying that they was worse, but like advanced and growing. And so it's just the growth. And I represented it from like the light bulb because of like the enlightened era of like history, you know what I'm saying, with Leonardo and Michelangelo and all the like typical people. And for like the Roman Enlightenment or European Enlightenment era, but you know what I'm saying, that was a time that people thought outside the box and went against like religions and like different governments, you know what I'm saying, but it helped us today, you know what I mean? So that's what Alliance Society, like that's the back of it, that's what it means. And so for me, I just try and base that off like the way that I want to live, you know what I'm saying, like a better way, just mentally, you know what I'm saying, being more aware of just not surroundings, but just the responsibilities, you know what I mean? I got like 2 kids, you know, and then there's life and trying to move around and understand like different politics, and just me mentally being able to like handle stuff, and then spiritually, you know what I mean, just understanding what I believe in and knowing my truth, because I got to teach that, you know what I mean? And that's with enlightened society, you know what I'm saying, for me, it just helps, you know, like that's just the way I went, you know what I'm saying, with it. And as far as the image, I think it doesn't necessarily have any other image other than like just people living life, you know what I'm saying? I don't want this to be like a particular just like brand. It's just like a lifestyle. I feel like I just found out my purpose. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I went on the tour to Texas and it was a spiritual, like for me, it was a spiritual like journey. It was tight, but I found my purpose. And as cliche as it sounds, like to say like to serve God, but like my purpose is just to keep doing what comes natural and just inspire and like just uplift people. Like I gotta like, I don't know, and it's just always been like that. Like I used to always wonder like why people told me their problems. Like why am I always talking to people, you know what I'm saying, not just females, even though it was like more females than like dudes, but people would just tell me, like talk to me about what they was going through, you know what I mean? And then I could be able to talk to them, but it just always happened. I used to think that shit. And then just in my music, I'd like to talk about just real shit that people go through or that I go through, that trying to help people relate, to know that people ain't alone. But that's my purpose, is just to help, you know what I mean? Like it's just to help people like to God. And when I say to God, I might throw some people off, but I don't mean some just random dude in the sky, you know what I'm saying? I mean to like guide people back to love in themselves, you know what I'm saying? Guide people back to love and who they are and their family, you know what I mean? And just for understanding why they are here, you know what I mean? Because that's God. It's a part of the universe, you know what I mean? Like to bring people back, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people feel down. Way more people than people would admit, you know what I mean? So that's my purpose. I learned that, you know what I mean? I learned that I'm here and this is my way. I connect with a lot of people through my music. I mean, I'm naturally a people person when I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? I can talk shorty over there, or my friends come through, or like people in there. I was like, yo, what's up? Massage threw me off because weird, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm just good with that. But my music connect with people, you know what I mean? And then I had somebody tell me that I helped them through like a crazy time, and they spit my verse to me, and I was like, whoa, like, I guess that's what I'm here for. For right now. It could be changing, I could have another purpose, but right now, that's all I know. Got me looking up at Trump like, man, Bush was just an omen. Cause like, fam, what's the point in voting? They seen who we picked, but they chose him. This not the first or the last, they gonna switch up on the ass. We know it's snakes in the grass, but we ain't mowing shit. Nah, we let it all grow, man, as high as our hopes. I give it a week before the tweets drift away from the cause. Entertaining the drama life like, man, who all involved? I got family up in Flint when ain't no water at all. They killed my cousin up in public, all they did was record. Cuzzo calling out for help and fuck niggas ignored them. Scared of a gun and in Bass blood, you bang by your flag with a gun up on your ass yelling, ain't no looking back for what cause though. See, that's what niggas, they fall short.